Alright, and you are now live.
Oh, amazing.
In terms of audio, at least.
Hello. So, should I start?
In just a second.
Alright.
Welcome, everyone. We're back. We're up here with Aglab2, who's going to be running Ztar Attack Rebooted. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Tried to kick this game ass. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Alright. Do you want to count down?
Sure. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Reset. Okay.
Alright, let's redo that.
Okay, let's redo that. Okay. My game is slow resetting as usual. Alright. 3.
Hold on.
Capture is messed up?
Yeah, the capture is messed up. I got that. Hold on.
Okay.
That
Alright,
was my bad. And now we're good. Perfect.
Okay.
Gonna count it down?
Okay, let's do it. Okay, this time
Yeah.
I hope it's not gonna lag and such. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go, let's go. Alright, hello everyone. This is Ztar Attack Rebooted. This game is made by me. I made this slight smile. But yeah. If you played Super Mario 64 before, you might recognize that it's a puzzle from the original game. That's because this game is supposed to be quote-unquote sequel of Super Mario 64 1.5, etc. And it has a couple changes, like dark background, everything got messed up and such. This lava fall is also here. It was previously normal ground. Didn't get the jump. It's okay. Oh, I got a second chance. Okay, this is a run. Let's go. Okay, it's okay. This jump is not intended. I can just use what I was intended for this jump to be. Gonna go over here, and now there's gonna be platforms over here instead of a cannon. But we're gonna talk about the cannon later. Okay. Usually that's a classic reset point of this run, whether you get this trick or not. But it doesn't really matter, it doesn't save too much time, you can just do it intended. It's all good. Alright. And last star that I need to get in the castle grounds is gonna be inside the castle. Right where the beach slide was. Right here. But yeah, this hack was made I released this hack in this year. I was making it for like 9 months after the original game that was made by the Girl 95. So most music you'll be hearing here is made by him. And this soundtrack in this game is amazing. Hope you will enjoy it with me. Some side note is level 3 because this level doesn't really have any connections. So the gimmick behind this hack is that it is kind of an open world hack. That means that you can go from one level to another. And I'm gonna be abusing that in my advantage, so I don't have to walk around too much, etc, etc. But yeah, this is a ROM hack of Super Mario 64. So it is a classic hack. It means that the levels are mostly similar to, like, structured similar to Super Mario 64. Like you have all the good stuff like 100 coin stars, the red coins, enemies all around. Okay. Enemies all around, fast movement, chill gaming and such. All the good kind of stuff. But yeah, ROM hacks were around for quite a bit of time. So this has a bunch of advantages that we got over the years of ROM hacking and such. For example, there is a thing called Parallax to Cam, where I can control my leg to cam very precisely like this. So I can get a very good angles to do some skips, like this one. You can use this box to get on top of this roof right here and get the star quick and then just going around the level. Yep, this is a Fangame, correct? So I was around this community for like maybe 2 years, I think. Made a couple ROM hacks, and I consider this one as one of my best ROM hacks. And I made it for the beginner players, so you probably can play this even if you are not too familiar with the M64 hacks, and get around the movement and such if you want to learn how to play ROM hacks. But if you will consider it's about the real speedrun, it's actually pretty hard because the levels are super small and you have to do a bunch of tricks like this one. Skip right here. Oh, let's try again. Oh, so bunch of skips. And with a bunch of skips, there's going to be a bunch of movement stuff that I need to do properly. So now I'm gonna be doing the last star here, which is shoot up the sky. For this star you are supposed to open the cannon, but I don't really need that. I can just use this flower over here to get on top, and then wall kick. Oh. And then wall kick off this thing, and get on this cloud over here that has a star. Alright, so 97 star category or star category is an any percent category of this game, like intended any percent. It will open the path to the Bowser fight, last Bowser fight in this game. Unfortunately, that's the only Bowser fight we're going to be seeing in this game, in this run. I mean, maybe if I'll have time in showcase, I will show the other Bowser fights. They're also pretty interesting. But yeah, let's do this skip first. So there's a flag over here. You can use him to go very high to the star instead of going on the level. As you can see here, there are platforms that you're supposed to go on. So levels are basically themed around like one theme as a regular SimCity4. This one is just a sandy level with some combos running around, shells and so on. So now we can see the first appearance of some objects that you might not expect to see in the original game. First of all, there's the secrets that are marked as rotating stars, and also sand blocks. So sand blocks disappear after some time, so you gotta be quick so you don't fall down under them. But I'm a speedrunner, so I know 100% how to do all the stars and can just go fast. So as I said earlier, this game is not that super hard, so hopefully I won't die at all in this run, because I want this run to be a real speedrun and not a single video completion. And so far it is already not going so well because I died once. Too bad. Alright, let's start here. Alright, so that was course 2. Now we're moving on to course 4, which is a snow level. Just like the original game, the Super Mario 64, it is a mountain, but it's a little bit different mountain. So this mountain has an inside and outside part. I'm mostly going to be collecting stars in the outside part, because it's fast. I'm not going to be collecting stuff like reds or secrets, just going to go straight for the stars. I'm gonna use the snow block here and use the tiny way to get on top. So this is a ability fight. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna use the lava fall to skip the climbing of the mountain and grab the star on the mountain top. So as an original game, Mario can collect power-ups. So there are three power-ups in this game: the metal cap, vanish cap, and the wing cap. And I'm gonna be collecting my first. Not gonna be collecting, but I'm gonna be skipping one of the power-ups. Oh, okay, that was close. The metal cap, you can just you don't need to use all these 5 pillars to do a lot of bounces. Just enough 2 is just enough to get the star. But this hack is super fast in general, so you can expect that there's gonna be lots of stars that are gonna be acquired in a short period of time. I think the longest star is like 35 seconds, so with all the cutscenes and so on, that's gonna be fast. So now that I'm gonna kill the bully, and I'm gonna use a small trick over here. If you're gonna go far from the platform, it will disappear, despawn. So you can use it to your advantage, so bully will fall faster down. Alright, that's it for the course 4. And now we're heading to the course 5. And course 5, as you might expect, or you might not expect, is placed where the Bowser 1 was in the original game. The Bowser in the Dark World. It's right here. And now I'm gonna be talking about the not block glitch. So, the not block glitch is a glitch that appears on these really cute not blocks that give you a bunch of height. So if you press the B button with a bunch of speed on them in a frame perfect manner like this, you'll get a whole bunch of upwards momentum that you can use to skip some stuff. So this trick is kind of frame perfect, it's not really good to do it a lot of time and it's not super consistent and such, but you can get better at it. Thankfully I got first try, so that's great. So there's a small maze over here. Mazes are kinda popular in Super Mario City 4. Thankfully I already know where to go, so I don't need to figure out the maze and such. Yeah, this hack was released kinda recently, so you might expect quite a few playthroughs of it. Alright, now let's get some normal stars over here. So generally metal cap in rope hacks I used to do lava bounces. Lava bounces is, as you can see here, you're just using the metal cap to... You don't get damage when you lava bounce with a metal cap, so it is quite often to see metal cap used like this. Who made the songs for this ROM hack? The songs for this hack was made by the Aglab2. Usually songs in ROM hacks are ports of the games, of the other games, like for example this one is One Choosing from Undertale. Oh, I'm gonna be careful here. There we go, easy. Yeah, so songs are made using the MIDIs of the original games and they are put inside the game with the usually put inside the game with the original sound font, so it sounds kinda interesting usually, like you can recognize the instruments from the original game here. So this hack is kind of a collaboration of me and Gale. I made all the levels and gimmicks that you might be seeing later in the run, and the Gale made most of the visuals that pick the textures and such, and music. So now I'm gonna kill the Boo, hopefully I can get an early hit on him. Yep, alright. And I'm gonna use this metal cap and avoid the fires and get the Boo down. With only 2 hits because I got 1 early hit. Right? Yep. So now let's go to the actual course 5 and do some stuff in it. So you might have seen there's a huge mansion over here. I need 6 keys to open the door, so first of all I'm gonna get the 6 keys so I could use the front entrance instead of using not block glitch, which is slower. Could have been doing small skips over here of this trunk. Okay. So you might recognize there's a hand over here, and if you love Zelda series, you might recognize that this hand is actually from Majora's Mask. There's a couple more references from Majora's Mask in this level over here that you might see even soon. The best thing that there's actually 8 keys over here, but I'm collecting only 6. Okay, so now I'm inside the mansion, and I'm gonna be collecting a couple stars. Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to do, but okay. Gonna do a small skip over here, using triple jump to get on top of the blue room. Alright. So inside the mansion there's a really big map that shows where stuff is, and one of the things that are shown on the map that there is a secret over here that like this wall is fake, and you kind of clip inside it and get the star. But there's one more star here that's gonna require me to press the blue switch and go to the pipe. Okay, also there are the masks from Majora, as you might recognize them. Okay, that's it for the mentioned debuts. Now we're heading to the first Bowser course. So Bowser course in this game consists of two different parts. So it has a night part over here and the day part. So the day part over here has mostly the same stars as the night one, but they are laid out differently. So for example, this star over here. Alright. This star over here will present in the night side in a different manner. Like you have to do a different movement for it. So we're going to be collecting stars like that. So one star on the day side, go to the night side, collect the same star or similar gimmick star. Oh, long day. Okay. Okay. That's one star night, one star day. So in total there are 11 stars over here. That's quite insane, but considering the reuse of the general areas is kind of expected. Right, so in day side there are 2 stars on one side of the pipe, 2 stars on the other side of the pipe, and 1 in the house itself. So might have noticed that there is a huge cloud that is covering the down part of the stage, so you can't get below it. And the house itself cuts it, so you can jump down from it, like this. Okay. Alright. So one of also pretty recent advances in the hacking that you can make walls translucent on the outside. Like you might have seen right now, that walls became translucent when I'm inside the house. So the general problem of SM64 ROM hacks is that the camera is not very convenient from the for players, so you kind of have to get used to it. And as a hackers itself, we try to make the camera behave as good as possible. Oh. Try to make it not go to walls too much and such. So you need to control the camera pretty well if you want to play fast and good. Yeah, let's see, you can see here that walls became translucent. Alright. Now let's go for the star that's behind this part over here. Oh, okay, that's not good. Well, If you die in the night side, you kinda have to do fast now. You have to use an block glitch to recover. So I'm gonna be attempting a couple times. Because everyone likes snowball glitches. Oh. Okay, let's go. Alright. Small skip over here. Getting here early. So you're supposed to go in the day side and night side. Go between the pipes, but you can just do a very good triple jump. Oh. Stream died. Epic. Well, I hope it's gonna be back soon. So I'm gonna be trying not block glitch here. Nope, didn't get it. Well, it's okay. I tried it once. The snow block glitch is kinda different from the others because it has a different setup. Like you should do it from the long jump instead of the backflip, as I'm used to. Okay. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna go super fast. I don't wanna die here. There we go. Oh, Twitch was being done. That's great. Well, it's gonna be fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk maybe more about how harm hacks appeared and such. So the first ever, like Sim64, people learned how to import levels, do some cool stuff. Then people started to do hard ROM hacks, like Treasure Vault you might be seeing soon. Like that hack is super hard. People just love to challenge themselves with the harder hacks. I'm usually on the more like easy part of this thing, but you can enhance the gameplay from just normal levels by adding some gimmicks. Usually you have to code the gimmicks in assembly, in MIPS assembly, which might be kind of tricky for the new player, so you don't really have a good like programming language, so you either have to use the assembly code or write in C, unlike the game maker in the, which is probably something you are used to with the Fangames. Okay, there we go. Alright, and that's it for the Bowser 1. So you might consider, wait, that was Bowser 1, right? But what about the boss fight? Well, unfortunately in this game you can skip all the boss fights except for the last Bowser fight in any percent category. But hopefully I'm gonna be revisiting them, so stay tuned for that. They are really interesting. I like the normal boss fights that you can see in vanilla game. This one has, these ones even, has some interesting gimmicks in them. Oh, moment please. Gonna use this small triple jump over here to skip this boo. Alright. And now I'm gonna be visiting the Ruined Plain domains, which is kind of an interesting level. You might recognize it if you played Arena Super 64, that it looks like a bomb battlefield. So it is kind of above Bubble. Oh, okay. It's kind of above the Bubble Battlefield course with lava and all the good stuff. Yeah. And there's a really interesting gimmick over here. So you might remember that there are poles in the Super Mario 64 that you can go around and they will spawn 5 coins. But right here, if you go around the poles, they will start turning from blue to be normal color. Oh, okay. Please don't mess up. Okay. And if you lighten all of them, the star will be spawned. As you might see here, over time they will go back to the dark. So you need to be fast and know in which order to lighten the logs. Right now let's kill the king bomb, except it's not gonna be a king, it's just gonna be a star. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Well, okay, it's fine. There's a hidden star over here that I need to go at anyways, and Sarah shows you where it is. But even though there are two stars that are pretty close to each other, you don't really go the same way on the top of the mountain. Use a different routes. So I'm gonna be going over here. Oh, go back, help me with lava bounce. Like this, and use this warp that is on the same place as in vanilla game to get on the top. Alright, and finally, after we are nearly half of the game, half of the run in, we can finally go to the coast 1. So the reason why we go to the coast 1 so late is because coast 1 has a warp to coast 7. And as I said earlier, this hack is open world in some kind. There are ways to get from one level to other one. But first I'm gonna be collecting some fast stars over here. Oh. So you're supposed to use the pillars over here. It's kind of precise a little bit for the new players, but you can just use a lava bounce on that green protector over here. So now I'm gonna be learning how to use the new objects, except I already know how to use them, so I'm not gonna be trying them out, I'm sorry. But if you're gonna play this hack, you can try them out and figure out how they work, how the switch blocks work, like if you press the red button, the red blocks appear, the blue ones disappear, and so on, how shrink platforms reappear and such. And the last star over here is gonna be this one in the mud. Oh, that's a new one. I didn't know that one. That is what exists. Epic. Well, thankfully I can just use wall jumps to recover. But yeah, invisible walls. Invisible walls are something that are bane of existence of the SMCT4 hacks because of the physics engine. All invisible walls can usually appear because of the random outer bounce or because of the ceiling that is placed poorly. Okay. So now I press the switch to open the gate to cost 7. Good. And now, instead of going to cost 3 and getting the vanish cap and all good stuff, you can just go to cost 7. Alright. And that is a key 1 skip, because cost 7 is placed in the Aglab2. Okay. Now as we are gonna be clearing up the cost 7, and in cost 7 there's the wing cap cost. Gonna use the layout of the map to go a bit faster, and right in the wing cap. So the cap costs in this game are usually based around the cap you have to collect in them. Like the metal cap requires you to get the metal cap to get stars in it. But the wing cap, you don't really need the wing cap for the most stars in here. Alright. Make invisible wall. You're supposed to use the wing cap to fly inside the circles or rings over here, but with a very good platforming, you can skip all that. I mean, I already got one invisible wall I have never seen before, so I'm already on 1 on that counter, thankfully. That's unfortunate, but it happens. I'm just gonna try again. And the thing is that in this engine, like the movement you have to do a kick and the movement to do a dive is the same. It just depends on how much speed do you have. Sometimes SMCT4 is being stupid and giving you dive instead of a kick. So instead of kicking on the platform, you just bonks inside of it, which is kinda common and super annoying, but it's something you gotta get used to. Like you have to control the speed. If you go slower, you can kick, on things and such. Alright, now I'm gonna do a skip over here, gonna use a sledge to stop my angle. And the angle stop is gonna be needed because I'm gonna be using the wall jump tricks of these walls over here, of the star and the wall. Oh, okay, I got it. Let's go. This is kinda hard trick to get used to because you can't really see the second wall you need to wall jump off. But experienced STO players usually do wall kicks by the feeling. You have only 5 frames to do a wall kick, so that's something you gotta get used to. Unlike the... Give me a sec. Okay. I like the regular games like Super Mario Sunshine, where you can just slide to the wall and then press A, so you don't have like these 5 frames that you've got to press the A button into. So beginner players usually have troubles getting the wall kicks up. Okay. And for the last time, the wing cap. There's gonna be a mini site over here. You're supposed to use the wing cap to fly too, but yeah, as I said earlier, you don't really need the wing cap in this course at all. Oh. Okay. I really don't want to bonk on this slide, because if you bonk, you are inevitably gonna be in the lava, and lava is slow. Alright. Gonna be getting this hidden tower here, just behind the mountain. Alright. So now let's clear some course 7. So in course 7 I'm gonna be getting 4 stars. And now I'm gonna be getting the only 100 coin star in this game. So I'm just gonna be collecting a bunch of coins in a relatively fast manner. Usually in I've used Super Mario 64, people collect the 100 coin star with reds because they give you like free 16 coins. But reds in this course are super slow, like you gotta fly in the wind to collect them. So we're not gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be moving around the course and collect some coins now on my way. Okay, I'm kinda low on coins. I'm just gonna grab here a bit. Okay, alright, it's fine. And I'm gonna be killing this bully. Unfortunately, I didn't get the trick that I wanted to, so I'm just not gonna speak about it. But yeah, it is very, very important, so you don't stay on this battlefield for too long, because the bully will start doing some crazy unexpected crap, and you would rather have the fight as consistent as possible. Alright, gonna be using the same trick on the mountain. There we go. Now for a bit of cool movement. Okay. Easy. So in this game, you might have seen that there is a world 2, and if you recognize the Super Mario 64 layout, it is actually an upstairs. So in this game, upstairs and down and basement are swapped. Oh, that's not the right way. Upstairs and basement is swapped. So I'm gonna be first doing the upstairs. That, surprisingly enough, like in the original game in TP, they are the hardest courses to run. And then I'm gonna go to basement to clear that up. Yeah, about 97. Yeah, that's a really weird number. But there's a good reason for that. So, in order to get to the final Bowser fight, you need to open the cannon in the Bowser 3 course. And that is hidden behind the 95 lead in the castle outside. But there is a star that you get to get for free in Bowser 3 after opening the cannon lid, and it's faster than going back to the Bowser 3 course, so we're gonna grab that, so that's 96. And then there's one extra star after defeating the Bowser, that is denoting that you have achieved the normal ending of this game. So there are 2 endings to this game. So there's a normal ending that I'm gonna be getting here, And there is a negative ending, which is like a lower ending of this game, like where everything gets very super bad and such, and all that good stuff. So normal ending requires 97 stars, negative ending requires 50 stars. Ah, you get this trick, it's okay. And after each ending you will get a star that denotes that you have completed the ending. And after completing all 176 stars, or more like 169 stars, you will get the credits level, that is Star's Dream. So this dream is a level that is split, that has a bunch of parts of the other levels put down together. I'll show it off, that level, if we will have time. But this round goes pretty well. I'm definitely gonna show it off. Oh, nice forward side flip. I think the most working number is 72 though, that's like no bait. 92 is even not that bad compared to 72. But about 72 you'll find about that in the Treasure Vault run. I'm not gonna spoil you the things behind it. So there's a small skip over here. You can use a chain long jump to get on the road. Gonna stop my angle and use a triple jump to skip to this tower here on the one side of the house. And there's a star inside the house from the other side that you're supposed to use the cannon for. But cannon is super slow, you have to go through courses, do some weird tricky stuff. I'm not gonna do all that stuff, I'm just gonna go straight and try to do a school skip over here. Okay. So you may see there are rocks going from the wall. I'm gonna be using one of these to get to the house. Just like this. No cannon required. Very fast, very convenient. The boys. Yep. Maybe one day people will make the SIM64 RAM pack with spikes and put 92 gates in it. That's gonna be good times, right? So now we're going to go to Coast 9, and Coast 9 is kind of like a DDD in the original game, Die Dogs. So it has a Bowser sub that opens the door to Bowser 3. But first of all, I'm gonna use the clip to this wall over here, because it does really exist. And I'm gonna swim through the onion rings to the star. Get on it. Well, I'm not... I'm kinda lying that I haven't made the spikes ever. Like, I have made a ROM hack that is based from the Catharsis. From the I Wanna Be the Catharsis. And it has some spikes, that's the moving spikes from the laboratory level. That was pretty fun to make. I don't think I'll have enough time to show it off, unfortunately. But you know that it exists. Like, in my opinion, generally SIM64 hacks are kind of like a low tier compared to what the Wannabe guy Fangames does because of the difficulty of coding things. But hopefully soon that people are gonna be doing more of the coding gimmicks, implementing cool stuff and such. And I'm slowly implementing some stuff in Fangames that I saw in Super Mario 64 engine. Like, obviously have to adopt stuff from the 2D engine in the 3D environment, so it's all kind of whack. But I'm getting on there. Imagine 3D Catharsis water. Well, I'm not that cruel. Instead of Catharsis water, I made the water that is moving upwards and downwards. So it is kind of interesting gimmick, but it's not quite Catharsis water. Alright, so now we're in the Bowser 2. First of all, I'm gonna be grabbing this chain over here. This side is kinda hard, it's definitely the hardest star in the Bowser 2, so I'm gonna be quiet and try to not mess it up too much. Okay, let's go. Yeah, some double hacks are definitely getting completely annihilated by the Fangames. Like, that's just not even close in comparison to how cool Fangames are. Yeah, I generally lurk in the Fangame streams. I like Fangames a lot. They're so cute and cool. People do a lot of cool stuff with the engine. Has a bunch of amazing ideas. I really like them. Hopefully SM64 will get as cool as Fangames. So why am I getting a couple stars here? This level is a classic. SM64 developers always put a level that has both snow and fire. So that's kind of a common theme in ROM hacking. But there's also a tower that you can go around. There are two paths you can take from the right side and the left side. They're basically similar. They're not really. Oh! Ah! Okay. Alright, I can do a stack here. It's okay. Oh, that guy's died. Okay. Okay, so what I was talking about here. So, the Fire and Ice stage here. Like some Super Mario Galaxy had or that has ice and fire. So SM64 hacks generally has a level that has both in them too. It's gonna use this fire to... Okay, I'm gonna die. There's no way I'm gonna survive this. I survived! Wow, okay. Whew. Sheesh. Alright. That was super close. But yeah, there are two paths over here that can go either on the right or on the left. So I generally prefer the right pass. It is more consistent, but left pass is faster. But as we are in the marathon, I'm probably not gonna attempt too much of a fast strats. I'm gonna be going kinda slow, but not that much. Okay. Alright. The last star here is gonna be on top of the tower. And again, we are not gonna be seeing the boss to fight in portions this run, because we're gonna be skipping it. And you will see the skip very soon. So now we are in the TP. Okay. So now we are in the TP of the castle, and like in SM64 in the regional, levels here are kinda hard to speedrun. I wouldn't say it's super hard casually, but it's definitely hard to speedrun. The regular way to make something hard is to make something longer in 64 hacks. This hack follows mostly the same pattern, so we're not going to be getting a lot of stars in the overall 3 because they are mostly slow. But yeah, now we're in the slide, if you didn't notice, so all good slides, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, it's not really super much of a slide, it's more like a platforming stage. So I'm gonna be doing some skips using this slope over here. So there are 2 stars in the top part of the level, the reds, the 2 stars inside the castle, and 2 stars in the bottom. And I'm gonna be getting all of that stuff, because this level is super fast and small. So you might have seen that there are a bunch of recovery huts. If you go to the recovery hut with a whole bunch of speed, you are basically immune to lava bounces, and you can do chain loads of them. And that's what is abused in this course. So there's a small hole over here you can go under. It's kinda supposed to be a protector, so we wouldn't be able to do that, but with the correct timing you can. Okay, now for reds. Reds are terrible, everyone hates reds. I don't know why I made the reds like that. They're really annoying to get. Okay, please collect more reds, okay. My 64 engine doesn't really like small slides a whole lot, so it doesn't really behave super well. So rats are like basically the prey that you will get. Enough rats for a start to spawn. Right? Yeah, if you didn't notice, this level is based on Super Mario Bros. So it has the castle stuff. Okay. It has castle, it has the top, and it has the underground part. Yeah, also unfortunately there's not gonna be a slide armor. I'm super sorry. It didn't really fit the slide. So the reason for this, there's no slide timer over here, because levels are generally like has a bunch of stars. Oh no! Oh, don't die. Levels has a bunch of stars, and if you're gonna make a level linear with a bunch of stars, it's not gonna be a fun time for anyone. Alright, and now we're going to Father Fireball Fright, and this is the hardest course in the game by far. So hopefully I'm gonna do well here. Okay. Ah, damn it! I didn't get it. Okay, it's okay. I can back this up. Okay, we're fine. I can back this up. There's a shell over here that you're supposed to use. Oh, what? Okay, I see how it goes, game. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I don't expect to do this anyways. Alright. Okay. Let's do the Ztar. Okay. Please make it. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's just a marathon luck, as usual. Okay. Okay, now concentrate and do the skip properly. Let's go. That's not that hard. You can do it. Yeah, this course kills a lot of runners. Bad angle. Okay. I'll just grab the star. Okay. Okay. Okay, 2 stars here. 2 more stars. I'm gonna go for the different one first. So this tower here is a cycle based. Oh, so I gotta go fast. Now to catch the best cycle. I'm gonna wait for here. I nearly died. Epic. Okay, now let's do the Ztar again. I can do it. So that's obviously not the way to go on the top of the tower and a long jump like this, but it's faster than using the shell. What? You kidding me? Okay, I see, okay game, I see. Let's just go in anyway, we're just gonna be casuals. I'm just gonna go in anyway. I haven't seen this one before. Okay, game just tells me don't go in anyway. Let's try to go to skip again. Okay. So the slope over here likes to eat your jumps, so I've got to be careful with that. Ooh, alright. Alright, we're out of here. Okay. Ooh, okay. That was the scariest course in the game. And I'm so glad I'm out of here. Okay, chill. Run isn't over. We still gotta do stuff. So now we're gonna go to the Bowser 3 entrance, which is actually in this game is cost 15. So cost 15 is something related to lore, like there is stars everywhere. So that's a place where Bowser stole stars from. I can see. There are a bunch of platforms flying everywhere. So I basically couldn't think of what to do with this course, so I just made a bunch of weird gimmicks. Okay, this guy is in a bad place. Okay, let's go. This is also very hot star, so there are things over here kill you instantly if you go near it, so I gotta be careful. And now I'm gonna do the Pass of Emptiness, so if you're gonna touch the coins, there's gonna be a platform appearing. But the collision for this platform is always there, so I can just use that in my advantage. Alright, and now for a small slide that will be appearing as I slide on it. And that's it. Very cool star, very interesting speedrun strat. And last star over here is also a really weird star. So you're gonna be falling down in this blue tower. Thankfully I already know what to do, so I can just use my preset button where to jump and such. Yep, that's correct. The platform's collision for platforms is always there, but when you touch the correct part of the collision it will appear back. That's mostly because the collision engine for 64 is dumb, and it's easier to make it like that. So now I lost 4 HP, and the reason for that is because I'm gonna be doing a key 2 skip. So key 2 skip requires me to die in at the same time as I'm gonna use the warp over here, like this. And now I'm gonna be dying in about the 3 course. And if I die in about the 3, I'll be spawned outside of it, which is in our convenience is the second, third world. That's it. All shoutouts to... Okay, I got the first. Alright. Shoutouts to Marv Junks for finding the skip, it's super consistent. Like it's not really that easy to do this, like dying and the falling in pipe in the same frame. You gotta have a very correct speed, very correct position and such, but it is just so... But it's just so perfectly placed that you can just run down. But yeah, now I'm in Bowser 3 of this game. So you might be curious, well, you're on Bowser 3, but what about the 97 stars that you need to get here? But as I said earlier, there is a negative engine that requires you only 50 stars, and that's what's happening right now. What I'm gonna do now? Okay, let's go into anyway. Okay. Marathon luck, all that good stuff, as usual. Okay, collect the red coins. So the Bowser 3 in this game consists of 2 parts. There's an outside part and an inside part. And the outside part is just a regular Bowser 3 course, like go forwards, collect reds, and all the good stuff. And there's an inside part that consists of the fight itself and the 2 other stars. There's also a switch that you might have seen earlier. That switch is what enables the negative engine, and I'm not going to be using that right now. It doesn't really do anything good for us. Okay. Break the shell, as we go. You don't have to use the metal cap here. It's really just enough to use the shell, but it is considerably easier to do it with a metal cap. And I'm gonna be going for the consistent strats. I don't feel like dying all over the time. Alright, and now I'm gonna be showing you one of the gimmicks that is implemented in this game, and I call it I think it's called something like mysterious magic or something like this, but these walls are magnetic. Oh, here we go. So you can use these walls to get to the star on the outside of the factory. Unfortunately, that's the only star that is fast, so we're out of here. And now we're gonna be getting to the other part of the third overworld. You can also do the star that I did with the walls using the thirsty, which is first frame rock, which keeps your speed, but it's not nearly as cool as doing it in tank way, in my opinion. All is going in the bad direction. This star is probably one of the most confusing stars in the whole game. No one really knows that you're supposed to kill the boost, spawn a big wood that gives you a star. But I think I have placed the toad that tells you about that, but people don't read science these days. Too bad. So now I'm gonna go to the Piranha Swamp. And we're gonna be getting 3 stars over here. So first star is gonna be in this blue house. Which is not a bad house, it's a good house. Camera. Yeah. Just small little skip over here. You're supposed to do some roundabout in the house to get to the switch, but you can just use a very convenient wall kicks. Alright. And now we're gonna go to the actual course, and it's over here. There are a bunch of tracks, wooden stuff, and etc, etc. Oh, that's a good moment. Okay, I might die. Ooh, that was close. Very good moment. You can conserve your speed from the sliding of the side of the level to get to the top of the power tower. Alright, and one more star here. So the star is inside this tree. So the gimmick over here is that there is a crown of tree over here, so you can't really see what's inside, but there is a coin formation that shows you where the star is. Yep. Alright. Done with this course. So we're just gonna be going through most of the courses in the third world. I'm just gonna be collecting a couple stars, so I'm just gonna be showcasing most of the courses. So this is the Devil Heights. Okay, so there's a skip over here you can do using the very correct lava bounces over here instead of going inside the course itself. So the game behind the course that you collect the first star, and then the whole course appears. So you start where they collect the star, and you have a bunch of paths to choose. Okay. Don't kill me. Okay. So now I'm gonna be using the metal cap for a bit in order to do the lava bounce here. Nothing special. That's regular lava bounce star. Casuals might find the star hard because it is actually kinda precise in the timer, but as I already know what to do and where to go, I don't really have to think, just do this thing. Right, and finally the last main course we're gonna be using in this run, and the sky are gorgeous. It has an amazing chill music and really hard tricks. So this Goomba right here can kill you very easily, so I'm gonna try to avoid him. Because he is on the mission, he always tries to demolish you. Okay, I'm gonna be trying to do a skip over here. There we go. This keeps going to the tower inside it. Yeah, that's definitely a Toho track. SimCity4 hacks very often use Toho tracks. I can't say it's like super fitting in SimCity4 sound font, but I do like how they sound like. Good. That's the thing that always happened to me. Let's try this again. Thankfully I don't have to run too much towards the star. Oh, it didn't rotate. Oh, okay. Okay, alright. Yeah, alright, okay. Ooh. Alright, and the last star in the main course that we're gonna be getting, and it is the last star that will require an odd block glitch, so as it is in course 5, to do an odd block glitch you need to press the B button on the correct frame, but now if you fail you're gonna be dead probably. So hopefully I'm gonna get it. Nope. Oh, there's a platform over here, that's convenient. I'm gonna try this platform one more time. Hopefully I won't mess this up. Okay. Nope. Okay, we're gonna go for the other star. It doesn't really matter. That's a marathon after all. I'm gonna be killing the worm over here. So the game behind the swamp. Yep. Sadly. The game behind the swamp fight that you have to use the wall jumps out of the worm in order to kill him. Because if you will try to kill him in a regular way, you're gonna be dead. Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. Let's try to do the noble glitch again, shall we? It's early now. Yeah, that's a frame perfect trick, so you need to press the B button on the correct frame. Otherwise the trick will not work. Try it again. I'm gonna try it last time. I'm gonna go for this time anyway. No. This trick just doesn't wanna work today, I don't know why. Imagine failing this trick when you're on a good pace. Basically the last time you're gonna be getting in the game. That's a fun time. So go over here, go on this rotating thing. Oh! Okay. Oh my god. Whoa! Jesus. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So now we're gonna be facing the last boss fight. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah. Nice moment. Sure. So I'm gonna be taken to this Ken Bomb, get the star, and now this opens the path to the Bowser 3 fight. So Bowser fights in this game are not like your casual Bowser fights you expect, like with shows and all that good stuff. This Bowser fight might remind you of some Fangame aspect for this marathon. So it is kind of an avoidance fight or a boss fight. It's sort of similar to how boss fights work in I Wanna Be the Guy Fangames. So I'm gonna stand on these things 15 times where the Bowser is currently. So it's a whole bunch of RNG. And Bowser is gonna have a different attacks as the fight progresses. And last phase. I'm just gonna wait up. Okay, that's it. That's a buzzer fight. Whew, okay. Yeah, this buzzer fight might make you play this game for a bit. It's kind of tricky fight if you are not very experienced with Mario 64, and if for inexperienced players. Also, time is gonna come up very soon, and time is gonna be on the fade out, and time. Whew. All right. And now it's time for the showcase. All right. I'm gonna load a different version of this game real quick. Alright. So now I'm gonna showcase some other stuff in this game. First of all, I'm gonna show off the Bowser 1 fight, Bowser 2 fights. So I'm gonna be cheating over here because I like cheating. Give me a sec. There it goes. So all Bowser fights in this game are absolutely 100% custom. Doesn't require any throws and such. So if you remember Bowser 1, it consists of platforms that appeared in one level, display another one. Now it's both together. And as Bowser is jumping, platform is picking a different, became in different translucency, or became solid or non-solid. Alright, that's first Bowser fight. Alright, now let's go to the second Bowser fight. Okay. So this fight has a different gimmick. So you have to follow the Bowser to the bomb in the end. Okay, go over here. Thanks, bro. Oh no, he's getting out. Alright. Okay, bro. Okay. Very good. So Bowser is always running towards you, and you have to follow me to the tunnels and such. Let's do it like this. Now he's dead. Like this. Alright. That's this thing. Alright, good. Now let's go to the course that I haven't been to earlier in this run. So one of them is gonna be course 14. That Desertic Industries. And it has an amazing star called How I Made Balls. That's just a classic name for a star in this game. How I Made Balls. Totally not England's star. Correct spelling and such. I'm gonna be showcasing one of the stars over here. And it's gonna be the colorful Heave Reef. So you might have see here that when I turn the camera, levels of flash, and I don't know that crazy stuff. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you're supposed to go on the top of the level and do some cool stuff, but I'm not good enough for this star. As I said earlier, this game is slowly getting harder and harder as you progress. Right. Now I would also like to showcase the course 15 Stars Dream, which requires 169 stars. So this course is part of the different other courses in this game. So this is course 1, now that's course 12. And it's switching behind the courses in dynamic manner like this. Okay. Also, I'm sorry I hadn't played this game for a long time, so my movement might not be super great. Okay, that's pass of course 7. We have a blind. Now course 14. So levels are having some shared parts like this, where you will spawn in one part and go to the other one. Now for the onions. Okay, that's part of course 10. Or course 11, I mean. Now part of course 5 with this door, you remember the mention? That is gonna be a part that you haven't seen. It's a part with the magnetic walls, but it's inside of the factory itself. But it still has these magnetic walls. But that course also has another gimmick. And this is this wooden platforms that will have a real gravity. So you need to punch the wooden platforms to get to open yourself away. Now it's part of course 3. Course 6. Yeah. That's course 10. And the last one is course 2. That's a star. How much of this hack is custom coded? Maybe like 20%. Initially I didn't really want this hack to have a custom stuff at all, but at the end of the day I decided that I want to have a custom stuff in it. So that's a tip like that. Alright. And last thing I wanted to show off is in this course right here in Piranha Swamp. So there is a secret over here that I would like to showcase. So it is on the same path as the star that I obtained earlier in the run. You can see, okay, if you jump over here, there's a small gap over here, and there is something over here that you might see. This guy. So yeah, thank you very much for the Fangame Marathon 2019. Thanks for having me and such. Hope you enjoyed the run, and hope the rest of the marathon will be amazing. So thanks for watching, and I'll give the word to the organizers, to Wolsk and such.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for the run, Aglab. That was a cool hack. It was super cool. And people seem to be into it as well. So good run.
Yeah, I hope people really enjoyed it. I tried to make it as fun as possible.
And we're going from an I Want to Be the Guy fan game to a Mario 64 ROM hack into both at the same time, actually.
Insane.
So thank you for your run. We're gonna set up the fish out of water event with Andrew and Bummerman, and we'll be back shortly.